In this video, we'll
Right, first, thanks for waiting. Yeah, I finally have time to actually set up all the questions. It's not really all because it's too many questions already, because just now I actually post my email and I asked the student, like, if you have the question, you email to me, and I received like so many emails. So yeah, so I can't do all the questions. So I actually selected few questions here. Yeah, so I selected few KBAT questions, and I have no time to actually like been through to all the KBAT questions, and some KBAT questions I never tried before, so maybe I can't do in this live teaching, and some question is way too hard for all of you, so I don't want to scare you like one day before the exam. So I will choose those KBAT question I think is acceptable, mean is in your syllabus. Yes, and yeah, just do not want to waste your time. And yeah, today we have about 224 students. Yeah, so I will go through some question first, and later if have time, maybe you can suggest some questions as well, but I have too many KBAT question from my email. Yeah, if have time, maybe I will go through. Yeah, just do not want to waste your time. Okay, so let's start about this one. Alright, so okay, so let's start about this question. And oh my god, it's just okay. This one actually is not that difficult, but maybe some students will find it actually quite hard. They say diagram 14 actually show the roofs of the house installed with an A tubing. So the roof have the slope. Slope, you should understand, when you see the word slope, basically is gradient, right? It's 15%. And then they ask you, and the A tubing is installed at the point 10, 6. So therefore the coordinate for this one will be 10, 6. So find the equation of straight line represented by this one. Since the question says the slope is 15%, so I will assume the gradient is 15%. 15% at the same time means 15 over 100, right? So therefore I will assume this one is my gradient. So therefore I will form the equation just like this. Y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. Then I will just say y minus 6 equals to 15. This one we can simplify, right? By divide 5 is 3 over 20. So it's 3 over 20 x minus 10. Yeah, just like this. So y will equals to 3 over 20x. This one you multiply in, you will have 30 over 20, right? So it's minus 3 over 2 plus 6. Then you can easily get the equation over here. So you plus 6 is 12. 12 will be 9 over 2. Alright. Yeah, the only tricky part for this question is the 15% here. Alright, so let's have a look on this. Is the KBAT paper. Yeah, the question 15. Yeah, quite a lot of students here actually ask me about these probability questions. So the probability that Ibrahim go fishing is 0.6. If he wake up early in the morning in any given week, he wake up late for 2 days. So that's mean there's 1 week in a given week he wake up late for 2 days. So wake up early definitely is 5 out of 7 days, right? So early will be 5 over 7. Wake up late will be 2 over 7. The probability that he goes fishing by bicycle will be 5 over 8. So he use a bicycle as well. So probably he did not go fishing on, find the probability he did not go fishing on certain day. Alright, so this one, the easiest way, okay, so there's so many information. How do we start? The Ibrahim go fishing is 0.6. So he wake up, if he wake up early in the morning. So I will make sure he wake up early and late. So he wake up early, the probability is, just now I say it's 5 over 7, right? So if you wake up late will be 2 over 7. So if you wake up early over here, so he might go for fishing. So he go for fishing, if will be, so he go to the fishing will be 0.6. he does not go for fishing will be 0.4. Alright, so the probability that he go fishing by bicycle, so if he go fishing, he can choose if he want to go by bicycle or not using the bicycle. So it's 5/8 and 3/8. Okay, find the probability he did not go for fishing on certain day. Yeah, you can see there's so many information here, so I'm trying to work out the tree diagram over here. So, okay, so he wake up early, he might not want to go for fishing, right? Then this is the first combination. Okay, so the first combination is this way. Alright, at the same time, okay, he can be wake up late, then he not go for fishing. So this is one of the probability. And yeah, I guess it's just both of these plus together. So he wake up early, he go for fishing by bicycle. He wake up early, he go for fishing, not by bicycle, but he still go for fishing, right? So not go for fishing basically is a yellow and a blue only. So therefore, in this question, so probability on not going fishing, so it will be 5/7 multiplied 0.4 plus 2/7. Yeah, I guess this one will be your answer. So 5/7 multiplied 0.4 plus 2/7. Yeah, the final answer should be 4/7. Yeah, here actually say something like the probability Ibrahim go fishing is 0.6 if he wake up early in the morning. So he only will go for fishing if he wake up early in the morning. So over here I will assume he wake up late in the morning, he's not going to fishing. Yeah. So and then he actually try to give a lot of information to confuse you. So probably he go for fishing by bicycle and all that. I don't think the bicycle here we're going to use a bicycle. Alright, so the next question will be question 20 here. Yeah, okay. These questions, just for some students do not familiar with MCR and MPR. Alright, so for these questions, yeah, so you need to know the formula for NCR. It's n factorial over n minus r factorial. NPR, formula for NPR will be n factorial over n minus r factorial. Right, so therefore in order to, yeah, these two formula actually is given. Okay, so yeah, so therefore I will expand it. 10 CR will be 10 factorial over 10 minus r factorial and r factorial equals to 10 factorial 10 minus r factorial. Alright, so okay, I divide 10 factorial for both sides, so this one and this one I cut. And I multiply 10 minus r factorial, so this one and this one I cut because they are the same thing. So here actually left 1 only, right? So the r factorial I'm going to move to the other side. 1 multiply r factorial, I get r factorial equals to 6. So if r factorial equals to 6, so the r have to be 3. Because what? 3 factorial is equals to 3 multiply 2 multiply 1. So equals to 6. Alright, if you ask me if r factorial equals to 6, is that the easiest way to actually get like move the factorial around? Yeah, basically we can't. Maybe can, but in my knowledge I do not know how to continue solve the r factorial equals to 6. So what I would suggest you to do, if you're really not sure, you can try by typing your calculator 1 factorial, 2 factorial, 3 factorial. Alright, so yeah, and actually have students suggest about question 25. Let's have a look on question 25. Oh, okay, this one doesn't look so friendly here. Okay, so diagram 25 show the normal distribution graph. Diagram 25 show a standard. Alright, so this one is the normal distribution. And the other one is standard normal distribution. Alright, state the equation relate the two graphs. So the normal distribution basically is still in x. This one is z, right? So if you ask me what equation actually can connect both of them, basically the first thing coming to my mind will be a z formula. Z equals to x minus mean over standard deviation. Yeah, because this is how you change from this bell-shaped diagram go into another bell-shaped diagram here. Alright, so a normal distribution have the mean of 16, standard deviation of 5. Find the normal distribution's x is given this value. Alright, so I go into here, so I have a h. So if z is bigger than h is 0.3264. So therefore the area here is 0.3264. Alright, so therefore we want to find the h is quite simple, right? So yeah, because it's already bigger and the probability is less than 0.5, basically you do not need to convert or anything. You can just use the formula. So therefore, I need to use the exact value table given in this paper. I don't think so. Okay, never mind. So you will need to have a exact value table. I hope you do. Then you can find the exact value tables. Okay, maybe I have it here as well. 0.326 something, right? I guess some paper here actually given that one. Where's the mark? Yeah, I guess this one do have the exact value table, right? No. Then I can, if you have the exact value table here, I can actually show you. Yeah. So just now the value, what is the value just now? The value just now is 3264, right? So therefore this is how we find 0.3264 is a probability, so I'm going to find here 3264. Yeah, you should be able to see this is the 3264. So therefore it's 0.45. So your exact value will be the 0.45. Okay, so I will go into here to write down my exact value. So my exact equals to 0.45. And basically the question asked me to find about x, right? So therefore, z want to convert back to the x. So what we will do is, so I will say x minus mean, our mean is 16, over standard deviation, which is 5. I should get 0.45. Alright, then I can get my x value easily by moving around, like 0.45 multiply 5 and then plus 16. So you should get the value is 18.25. Right, I hope you can understand about these questions. Yes. Do I say, yeah, so let's see later we have more this kind of questions, then we will discuss. Okay, so let's move on to the next paper. Question 23 is hard. Let's see about question 23 here. Is it this one, question 23? Okay, the diagram 23 show the part of the curve which intersect the straight line at 1 and... Okay, so we have 2 points here. And then I focus on the x value first because I guess this is what I want. Alright, so definitely you can understand this is negative 2, 8, right? So here will be 8 here, and then this one will be 3 here. Okay, even though the ratio is not so accurate, but then just ignore it. So the area of the shaded region is 7.5. Find the value of negative 2 to 1 fx. So if I integrate negative to 1 fx, basically I'm getting this area, isn't it? Any area below the graph, I'm getting this area. Of course, you know you cannot over the x-axis. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, actually the area will stop at x-axis. But anyway, if you understand, then it will be good. Right, so now I want to find about this yellow color only. So this is what they want, because this is fx, right? When I integrate fx, well, from the line fx toward the x-axis, then yeah, then we will solve it. So this question basically very easy. You just use the area of trapezium minus the shaded region, then you can get this part. So area of trapezium, since we have all the coordinate here, right? The height here will be 8, the height here will be 3, and then the distance here will be 3. So it will be half 8 plus 3 multiply 3, and then yeah, this is area of trapezium, and then minus 7.5, that's all. Then you use the calculator, you should be able to get the correct answer. Okay, so yeah, because the shaded region is given, right? This shaded region is over here, which is 7.5. So you can understand the shaded region plus the yellow color actually get the trapezium, right? So I can use the trapezium to minus the shaded region, then I can get the yellow color region. Alright, so okay, let me move on to other paper. So for this paper, okay, I have some questions here. Yeah, which I wish to go through together with you. Yeah, sorry for scoring. You might feel a bit headache. So yeah, the first thing is yeah, I want to show this question. This question is not really hard, but then if you don't get the idea, you might think is a bit not so easy. So I'm going to explain about this one. So you have a quadratic equation by solved by using the formula as below. So find the value on P and Q. So first thing is you need to find the connection between the equation given and between these two equations. You need to find the connection between them. But very important clue is plus minus. Actually, we do not have much formula related to plus minus, isn't it? So when you see plus minus, you will think about this formula, right? Negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So therefore, in order to use this formula, we need to have a general equation, right? ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So therefore, what first thing is, I'm going to change this equation into the general form. So it will be 4x squared. 2x I move to the other side, minus 2x. 5x minus 2x, I get 3x minus q equals 0. Alright, so from here, you should understand if I use this formula, I will get x equals to negative b, which is negative 3, plus minus square root b squared will be 9 minus 4 ac negative q divided by 2a. And then you realize 2a is equals to 8, right? So it's 8. So you realize both of them actually related. So therefore, by doing the comparing, I know the p is equals to 3. And then I know whatever inside the bracket should equals to 41. So therefore, 9 plus 16q should equals to 41. So 16q should equals to 32. Q should equals to 2. Alright, this question is not really hard, but then you need to actually see the connection between them. Yeah, this is the Pahang paper. Yeah, so yes, so this is how we do these questions. Okay, so I'm going to move on to next one. Yeah, this is another question. It might be a little bit confused for you. Okay, the diagram 9 actually show the mirror of each side. So given that the area in square centimeter, mirror surface can express in this form, and find the value P and Q. Alright, so what I want to do here is solving the triangle. Yeah, this one actually is octagon, but you're not going to use any formula to find the octagon. But my logic here is, since we know this is 12x, so if I draw something like this, you can see I form a triangle by myself, because I'm going to make this one look like a rectangle. So, okay, this is 4x. 12x minus 4x divided by 2, this is 4x and 4x, right? By doing the Pythagoras, since this is 5x, right? So we know 3, 4, 5, so here length is 3x. So therefore, I easily get all the 3x and 4x here. So like this, I can easily know my length here. I just use 24 minus 8x plus 6x, right, isn't it? So here is 24 minus 2x. So my logic is, in order to get this surface area, I'm going to use the whole rectangle, which is the whole rectangle here, minus the triangle, minus the 4 different triangle here. Then I can get the surface area. Okay, so rectangle is very easy, just length times width, isn't it? So yeah, surface area equals to 12x multiplied by, yeah, I use ax lah because I want to get something look like the equation given here. So I'm going to use 12x multiply 24 minus 2x. And then I minus 4 triangle, right? Area of triangle, I hope you know, is half times base times height, right? So basically, if I simplify, I actually get 2 is 6x squared for one triangle, but we have 4 of it, right? So I'm going to multiply 4. 6 multiplied 4 is 24x squared. So therefore, over here, I just simplify 12 times 24, I should have 288x minus 24x squared minus 24x squared. So therefore, this one is 288x minus 48x squared. And I see this equation actually factorized out 48, negative 48. So I'm trying to do the same. I factorize out negative 48. That means this number 288 going to divide by negative 48. So I actually getting negative 6. This one will give me x squared, right? X squared minus 6x. Alright, then the next thing, you know, I got this one. I know I need to do the completed square for this thing, right? So I will just do the completed square here. So it's x squared minus 6x. Then we have to plus. Okay, let me around me to straight away. Okay, so I will plus something square minus back something square, right? Then close the bracket. Okay, so this is negative 48. My something here is b divided by 2. b is negative 6 divided by 2, negative 3. Negative 3. Then you should know the first 3 terms basically can combine to become a bracket square, isn't it? So therefore you have x minus 3 squared. This one will give you minus 9. So therefore, if I expand this one into the both here, I should get negative 48 x minus 3 squared. And 48 multiply 9, I will get plus 432. So therefore, by comparing both of the equation, I know my P actually equals to negative 3. And I know my Q actually equals to 432. Alright, so yeah, this question basically is a little bit confusing. Yeah, and then this 3 mark basically, yeah, you need to do quite a lot of things for the 3 mark. But anyways, yeah, this is how you do this kind of question. Because first thing, a lot of students, they see the octagon and then they see this equation, they're actually kind of stuck already. Because it seems like this equation doesn't relate to any octagon formula. And some students might be very smart and do some area of trapezium plus another trapezium plus rectangle. You can do that, but it will take more time. And it's 3 mark questions. Yeah, so it's like that. Some difficult question is always like that. So let me scroll through. I remember still have few more. Okay, just in case some students do not know what is this. What is the x value here? X is equals to 0. Okay, just 1 mark. So basically you need to understand any p0 is equals to 1. Okay, if not, you can try like using your calculator like 10p0. You are getting 1. So same idea to C. Any C0 you're getting 1. So therefore n can be any number you like. So this one is just a simple knowledge. Yeah, I hope you know that. Alright, so okay, so the progression I'm not going to do. Okay, this question I would say the first time I read, I don't even know what this question was. But of course, I can roughly guess. But then, Yeah, this is what happens. So let's go through these questions together also. So the diagram 15 show a rifle course M4. So I guess it's a gun name. Alright, so initial acceleration of the bullet after shoot is k cubed over 9. So I will call it initial acceleration. Alright, this is the A. So the bullet acceleration will decrease, which is followed by the geometry progression. Okay, so find the value other than 0, so they do not want 0. They are not possible for k if the second term of the bullet acceleration progression is k. Okay, let me read again. Find the value other than 0 that is not possible for k if the second term of the bullet acceleration progression is k. Yeah, so even though you read the second time, you're also like not so sure about what you want. But okay, so roughly we know this is GP because the question says so. So I know the first term is k cubed over 9. And the second term is k. So over here, what they want is they want you to find what value is not possible for k. So definitely from here, we can roughly get the idea of R. Okay, so it's not possible because you see the word, the acceleration will decrease, right? So when they say not possible, right? So the first thing is, I would say k cubed over 9 cannot equals to k. Because it's k cubed over 9 equals to k, that means the acceleration is constant. It does not increase and does not decrease because they are equal. So first term and second term is equal, that means no increase or no decrease. So because the word decrease, I know that cannot be equal. So therefore, I kind of solve this not equal formula, not equal equation. So I move the k here, not equals to 9. Then I simplify square. So k squared cannot equals to 9. Then k cannot equals to positive negative 3. Yeah, so this one will be my answer. K cannot equals to 3 or k cannot equals to negative 3. Yeah, this is one of the way of doing this. Yeah, I know it's a bit doesn't make sense because you are not learning how to solve this kind of thing. Okay, let me explain one more time. Yeah, so first thing is, this is the first term, this is the second term. Because of acceleration decrease, I know the second term cannot equals to first term. Because second term equals to first term means the acceleration remain the same, right? The third term will equal to second term again, being all the acceleration is the same. But because decrease, right, so second term must be smaller a bit. So I know they cannot equal. Then therefore I find out the value is not possible for k will be 3 and negative 3. Alright. So let me move on to B. Okay, the sum of the first second term of the bullet acceleration if k is 9. Alright, this is very easy, so I'm not going to do part B. Okay, this one just do S2 here. So okay. Okay, this question is actually, I guess it's 2015 past year question. So I will just go through this one. Okay. Ida want to pour 235 ml water into a bowl as shown in the diagram 17. So the side view of the bowl is represented by this equation. Alright, and given the height of the bowl is 5 cm, determines whether the water will overflow from the bowl or not. So basically, the Ida going to pour in 235 ml of water. So you want to know whether the volume of the bowl actually more than 235 or less than 235. Okay, so what I want to do is, you have an equation, but what's so special about this equation is, you know this quadratic equation, and you realize this quadratic equation don't have bx and c, because normally we have ax squared plus bx plus c. So you don't have bx and c means what? Means actually this equation will touch the minimum point will touch at 0, 0. So therefore, because of this, I know the curve must be on the y-axis, the minimum point must be on the y-axis and must touch the x-axis at the minimum value. Alright, this is what happens for any equation do not have b, x, and c. So therefore, because of this reason, I know my x-axis is over here and my y-axis is over here. Alright, so, and then we have an equation. This is the equation of, oh my god, my drawing is so bad. Okay, so this is the equation of the bow. So which is this one. Alright, so the question tells you the height of the bow is 5 centimeter. So I can guess the height here is 5. So this line, maybe you call it y equals to 5. Alright, so therefore, in order to get the volume of this one, basically we know we need to integrate, because integration actually gives us volume, right? I'm going to integrate this curve on the y-axis and rotate 360 degree. Rotate 360 degree on the y-axis. So, of course, based on the volume formula, we know this one is pi. If y-axis, this one is dy, this is x squared from A to B. Okay, so I want to find the volume of the bowl. So if I can get the volume of a bowl, I can know whether it will overflow or not. Okay, so because this is 0, 0, right? So I know it's 0 to 5. So therefore, it's pi 0 to 5 x squared. So we don't have x squared equation, so we're going to work around to get x squared. So I'm going to move my 5 to the other side. So 5y equals to x squared. So I will substitute 5y in over here in order to do my integration. Then I will start integrate. This is 5y squared over 2. And for 0 and 5. Alright, then I will just use a calculator to actually calculate it. So this one should be 125 over 2 pi. Then I will use a calculator to know how big is this. So the calculator tell me is 196 cm cube. So therefore cm cube is very close to ml. So we assume it's ml. Yeah. Therefore the question asks, will overflow or not? So yes, it will overflow. Alright, so yeah, this kind of question is very tricky, because whenever you see this kind of shape, it doesn't look like cylinder or cone or whatsoever. So in order to get the volume, the first idea is you need to do integration. Okay, some student asked why overflow, because the size of the bowl is only 196 ml. But then you pour in the water is more than 196. So therefore it will overflow. How do I get 196? Basically just type this one. 125 over 2 multiply pi, then you will get the value. Okay, so yeah. So let me move on to, yeah, we still have many questions we want to go through. Okay. Okay, this question might be hard for some students. So why do you need to divide 2? Yeah, you don't need to divide 2 because a lot of students, they just think about rotate 180 or rotate 360. Yeah, I even go to Google about what is the difference between rotation 180 and rotation 360. Okay, based on a lot of forums, actually they discuss this topic also. Basically, they are the same. Yeah, it's a bit hard to convince you, but then this is what they explain. You imagine you have a line. I need something to show the rotation in the webcam. So this is what happened. So if I have a line, and this thing, if you rotate 360, you can see if rotate 360, actually it becomes a volume. Alright, but what happened to rotate 180? To rotate 180, the explanation is like this. This side rotate 180, and the other side they rotate 180. So at the end, you still got 360. So therefore, last time when I see rotation 180, I try to divide 2, and almost all the time my answer is got wrong. and then I do not know why, and then I go to Google. So basically, what I can tell you is there's no difference between rotation 180 or 360. Don't do the divide 2 one. Yeah, even though I also find it very hard to convince, but yeah, this is the truth. And I even go Google. Until today's forum, still a lot of students debate need to divide 2 or not. Yeah, so yeah, this is the fact. Alright, so move on. The mean and standard deviation for 11 number is 9 and 6 respectively. When the k is added into the set, means unchanged, find the standard deviation of a new set of number. Alright, this question is not really hard, but this question you have a lot of things you need to do. So first thing is at least I know mean actually equals to 9 and standard deviation equals to 6. Okay, when k was added into the set, so that means you add one more number into the set here. So first thing is, let's check out some mean formula. Mean formula basically, okay, what happened? All my mean is sum of x over n, isn't it? And standard deviation will be sum of x squared over n minus mean squared. Alright, these two formula is given, so you no need to remember. Alright, so what I want to do is, before I want to add the new number k into the series here, and then I know n is 11, is given, you have 11 number. So what I want to do is, I want to find sum of x first. So therefore, I start from the mean. So I know sum of x over 11 equals to 9. So sum of x equals to 99. Alright, this is when I sum all the 11 number, actually I will get 99. Alright, so now, when I want to get a new mean, right? So my sum of x is 99 plus a new number, which is k. So I divided by 12 number, because add one more k into here already, right? So n need to plus 1. So therefore, this is 12. And then the question tell you what? The question tell you the mean remain unchanged. So the mean is still be 9. Alright, so I'm going to work this out to actually find my k value here. So I 9 multiply 12 and minus 99. And my k actually equals to 9. Alright, right now I got my k ready. And then the question asked me to find my new standard deviation. Okay, so in order to find a new standard deviation, basically I need to find what is the sum of x squared here. So therefore, my standard deviation is 6 equals to square root of sum of x squared over 11. This is old standard deviation, so n is still 11. Minus mean is 9, right? 9 squared. Right, so in order to get the sum of x squared, what I will do is I move the square root to the other side is 6 squared. I move the minus 9 squared to the other side with plus 9 squared. And then I move the 11 to the other side with multiply 11. Alright, then I will work these things out quickly. 6 squared plus 9 squared multiply 11. So I get 1287. Alright, so now I want to work out my new standard deviation. So I will square root sum of x squared, right? My new sum of x squared is the old sum of x squared plus k squared, which is 9 squared, over 12 number. The mean remain unchanged, right? Mean is still 9 squared. Alright, so this is how we do this kind of question. So square root 1287 plus, never mind, 1287 plus 81 divided by 12 minus 81. I square root my answer. Yeah, standard deviation should be 5.759. Alright, this is how we do the statistic questions. Yeah, it's a bit troublesome. Well, what I can tell you is like, okay, whenever they give you mean, they give you standard deviation, and then you see a new few number add in, the first thing you need to do is always find out what is sum of x squared and sum of x. Because you need to know what is all the x number plus together, then only you can add in the new number. Alright, so this is how we do this kind of questions. And yeah, I want to move to other paper already. I remember still got one more here. Okay, this paper done. KBAT paper 2. Yeah, I'm going to discuss this question. Because actually a lot of students ask me about this question. Alright, yeah, this question is similar to the bowl question just now, but actually it changed a little bit here. And this is 5-mark questions. So you can see the diagram 10 shows a side elevations of a metal container without cover. So the inner surface of the container can be represented by this equation. The height of the container will be the 9. So the inner surface, so basically they are saying about this surface here. So this surface will actually represent by the equation y equals to 2x squared plus 1. Alright, and then find the volume of the metal needed to make the container. So basically we need to find what is this volume. So in order to find this volume over here, so first thing is we need to find what is the volume inside. So I will need to find the volume inside here. Yeah, I'm going to find this. So in order to find the volume inside this one, given this one, so you should know actually you are doing the integration. Okay, so therefore, and then the next thing is, yeah, what is this equation represent? You realize this equation don't have bx. Don't have bx, you have 2x squared plus 1. 2 is a positive number, so you have the u shape. And then because don't have bx, so the minimum point will lies on the y-axis. Plus 1 means what? The minimum here it will be 1. So this one will be your x-axis. Alright, so this is the information we have. So based on this one, I guess that your x-axis will be here. And then your y-axis will be here. Like this. Alright. So since we know basically this value here is 1, isn't it? So this is 9 units. So I know the height here will be 9. Alright, this is 9. Alright, it's quite straightforward. Alright, so then the next thing is I want to know about the coordinates. So in order to know the coordinates, right, so what I will do is, yeah, I want to find these 2 points here. So what I will do is I will sub the y equals to 9 into this equation, because this line itself called y equals to 9, right? So 9 equals to 2x squared plus 1. So 8 equals to 2x squared. So yeah, 4 equals to x squared, x equals to plus minus 2. So that means if this line is y equals to 9, they're going to intersect 2 points of the curve here, and this one basically will be 2 and -2. Alright, so then the next thing is, yeah, actually do we need to know these 2 coordinates? Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, but anyways, yeah, we need to find the volume. So I'm going to rotate on y-axis 360 degrees for this curve. So yeah, volume will be pi x squared dy from a to b. So first thing is I need to have a x squared equation here. So x squared will be y minus 1 divided by 2. But later I need to do integration, so I will just subtract them. Okay, so it'll be y over 2 minus, okay, I like half y minus 1 over 2. Okay, so therefore I will plug in here. And then you know it's integrate from 1 to 9, right? So I integrate from 1 to 9 here. This is half y, or can write y over 2 lah, it doesn't matter. Y over 2 minus 1 over 2 dy. Alright, so if I integrate this one, y will give me y squared over 4 minus half y, and then 9, 1. So basically now I need to find out the volume here by substitutes here. So you get 81 over 4 minus 9 over 2, and then minus So we have 1 over 4 minus 1 over 2. So then definitely you will solve the thing here. So this one will give you 63 over 4 minus 1 over 4 minus half plus 1 over 4. Alright, so 64 over 4, which is 16 pi. Alright, so you know the green color is 16 pi. So what you need to do now is you need to use the whole volume. This is cylinder, right? Obviously you should know this is cylinder. Minus the 16 pi. What is the formula for cylinder? Volume will be pi r square h, right? So you should know this one actually is a cylinder, even though it doesn't look like a cylinder, but it's a cylinder. Yeah, I hope it is a cylinder. Is it a cylinder? Does the question say anything about that? The diagram shows the side elevation, the inner surface, the height of the container. Yeah, I guess it's a cylinder lah. If not, I don't know how to do. Okay, so with pi, my r over here will be from here to here. So just now this is 2, right? 2 plus 1 total here will be 3 unit. So my r will be 3 here. My height will be 9. So it will be 81 pi. Alright, so therefore the container here, volume will equals to 81 pi minus 16 pi. Then I should get some nice number here, 65 pi. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of information needed for this kind of questions. Yeah, I actually feel some students actually feel quite lacky. But the condition here actually show my connection is good. Maybe need to wait for a while. Still feel very lag right now. Frames per second, Okay, so just let me move on. Yeah, these questions, I hope my working is correct. Yeah, let me see any other question as well. Alright, don't have already. We go to Terengganu paper 1. The police paper I already discussed already. Yeah, you can leave your answer in terms of pi, or you do not like to leave in terms of pi, you can just multiply pi. Yeah, this live stream I guess will until 10:30, roughly like that. Alright, this is Terengganu paper. Okay, so let's discuss about this one. Yeah, this permutation question might be confused for some students, so yeah. So the diagram 23 show 5 male and 5 female player of a national badminton team. So 2 mixed double is chosen from the team. Find the number of ways the mixed double team can form. So first thing you have to understand how many people you are choosing here for 2 mixed double. So 2 mixed double, basically you are choosing 2 girl and 2 boy, right? Or 2 male and 2 female lah. 2 male and 2 female. Alright, this is what you're choosing because you want to 2 mixed double. 1 mixed double is 1 male and 1 female. 2 mixed double is 2 male and 2 female lah. Or you can mix them up. Alright, so now you have 5 male and 5 female, right? So how can you choose them? So first thing is because this is the choose. this is the choose type of questions. So is it zoom big enough? Yeah, you want very big? Okay, so because this is the choose question, you know there's no permutation needed. Because you choose them only, you do not need to arrange them. Okay, you want to choose two mixed double, there's nothing to do with arrangement, so you know this is definitely NCR. Alright, so this is how I will choose. First thing is from 5 male here, because they want a mixed double, right? I cannot straight away choose 2. I guess they want a mixed double, male female and male female. Alright, so first thing is from, yeah, actually you can choose like this. So I have 5 male here, I choose 1. Yeah, and then after that I can choose another male. Yeah, and then from 5 female here, I choose 1. So after, let's say I choose this person and this person. Alright, so the second time I choose another mixed double here, I will left 4 male only, right? So 4 male here, I choose 1 male. And from 4 female here, I will choose 1 female. Then I multiply. So both of them, I will plus them together. Alright, so I guess this is 25 plus 16 is 25 plus 16. So it should be 41. So this one should be the way of choosing them. Yeah, this is how we choose them. Yeah, is there any questions so far? Yeah, because they want to choose the mixed double, right? So you imagine today if you are a coach, so you want to choose the mixed double, of course, you will choose 1 male and 1 female first, right? Yeah, you will not choose the mixed double, like you straight away take 2 male and 2 female. Yeah, so therefore, I will not do something like 5 here, I randomly grab 2, and then 5 here, I grab 2. Yeah, so normally I will separate them. Yeah, you cannot say 10C4. 10C4, that means you 10 people randomly choose, you can be 4 people you also choose is the male. Then it's not the mixed double. Alright, so okay, why cannot 5C2? I guess it's because the logics. Yes, if you are the coach, you want to choose the mixed double, will you straight away choose 2 people? Choose 2 male and then choose another 2 male? Let me try the answer, is it the same? I guess the answer is not the same, right? 5C2 times 5C2 times 5C2. Yeah, the answer is not the same. Find the number of ways the mixed double team can be formed. 2 mixed double is children from the team. The 5 male and 5 female is a national team. 2 mixed double is children from the team. Find the number of ways the mixed double can be formed. Yeah, I guess it's just a number of this sentence here. They ask you about number of ways the mixed double can be formed. Because you want to make sure you want to form the mixed double, isn't it? So imagine if I do the 5C2 here, that means I randomly select like this. And then I do another 5C2 for female. This one is 2 male. This one is 2 female. Yeah. So you multiply them. But then over here, the process over here, it doesn't provide the mixing, right? So you are not mixing them. So this one means you want to choose the 2 male and 2 female. Of course you can argue, actually I can mix them myself afterward, right? But then this is not the way of mixing the thing, right? Because you do the 5C2, that means I want to pair a team with 2 male and 2 female. So if I want to pair a team for 2 male and 2 female to join the badminton competition, then I will do 5C2 multiply 5C2. Alright, so but this case, because I guess is the keyword here is the mix lah. So whenever you see the mix, right, you just select them separately lah. Why not divide? Cannot divide, right? So you divide out already. No, you don't do the divide part here. Wow, so many comments. I trying to digest here. Okay, so yeah, let me just move on. Yeah, and also a little bit of common sense. You imagine you are the coach of national team. Of course, you select the people you are choosing one by one, right? You cannot randomly, okay, these 2 person come, these 2 person come. Normally, you are select one by one, isn't it? I don't know. The first thing come into my mind, I will actually choose one by one. Alright, so, okay, find the number of ways these 2 mixed double is arranged in the row with 2n must be in the male here. So right now, you have male, female, male, female. They want the arrangement. So you see the arrange, so you might use P or use factorial. Both n must be the male here. So that means the female must be on the middle. So therefore, these 2 male, basically they can swap place among themselves, right? It will be 2 factorial. And then these 2 female, they can swap place among themselves, right? It's 2 factorial. They will multiply. The answer should be 4. Okay, so this is the only way you can arrange them. Or you want to do 2p2, yeah, you can always do that. Yeah, C and P, how to choose. Whenever you think that the arrangement matter, you choose P. When arrangement doesn't matter, then you choose C. Okay. Okay, so I remember got one more question here. Alright. Okay, this question might be a bit hard if you do not know much about probability distribution. Okay, so basically this one, the meaning of this one just tell you that one is the standard normal distribution. Normal distribution. Alright, so your bell-shaped diagram will be the standard one. The 0 is here and mean will be 1. So basically just the standard bell-shaped diagram. Alright, so we know from Z go into the 1.4, the probability is this one. So I will assume the Z1 is here. Okay, why I assume the Z1 is here? Because this probability is very small. It is not more than 0.5. So I assume the 1.4 will be here. So this is the area they say from Z1 to 1.4. So this area is 0.1612. Alright, this question asks you do what? This question actually asks you to find from 0 to Z1. This is 0, right? Because this is a standard normal distribution. So basically they are asking you to find about this area. So I will need to find from 0 to Z1. So what I will do over here is, I will use the 0.5 to minus the blue color one, to minus out this part and this part. So I will minus these 2 parts, then I can get the yellow part. Alright, so this is what's happening here. So the half of the bell-shaped diagram is 0.5, right? 0.5. Okay, in order to find the probability 0 between Z to Z1, sorry, this one should be Z1, should be 0.5 minus 0.1612. And minus, what is the blue color one? If I label this one will be the Z is bigger than 1.4, isn't it? So minus Z is bigger than 1.4, then I will use the Z value table to find what is the 1.4 here. So Z value table will tell you is 0.0808. Then I should be able to get the answer easily. 0.1612 minus 0.0808. So answer will be 0.258. Alright, this is how to do this kind of questions. It might be a little bit confusing for you, but yeah. So Yes, so yeah, some students ask about what is the meaning of this one. So this one just tell you this is the standard normal distribution. If without this one, actually you cannot use the Z value table one. The Z value table is for standard normal distribution. It's not the random normal distribution, it's a standard one. Okay, how the 0.5 come from? You should know in the bell shape over here, half of the area is 0.5 because another half of the area will be another 0.5 as well. So just now I only taking this half. So therefore it's 0.5. Alright, so yeah. So when should we minus means divide standard deviation? We normally doesn't divide standard deviation unless you want to find a new standard deviation. When they say divide 4, then you do the divide part lah. Okay, so basically the 0, 1 is a parameter, and over here the Zn01 just mean it's a standard normal distribution. You can just ignore it. It doesn't make any different one. You can just ignore it. Because if the question doesn't give you Zn01, they can actually use other word. They can say this is a standard normal distribution. So find this. Alright, so the purpose of this one is just 0, 1 over here. 0 basically means the mean is 0. That means this one actually is a mean, is 0 here. And your standard deviation here is 1 unit. Here is 1 unit. So therefore they call 0, 1. So the purpose of 0, 1 is just to make your bell-shaped diagram like so perfect so that you can use the Z value table to find. And you don't need to know about the 0, 1 thing, okay? This is not so helpful over here. Alright, so yeah, we'll go to the, what is the time now? I remember I got a few questions I want to discuss. Okay, just break for a few minutes. I go to check some paper. So I will open some song for you. Alright, so yeah, I'm back here. So Yeah, I found two more questions here. Yeah, I guess this is the function questions. So this question, I guess is from the mentor-mentee paper, something like that. Okay, because I do teach the IGCC function, and this is what happens. So you can see in the diagram 5, the straight line PQ is the image of the straight line AB. So you can see actually it's under reflection on the line y equals to x. So the function of the straight line AB is, so equation of AB is given. So is fx equals to 3x plus 1. Alright, then they ask you to find the function of straight line PQ. Okay, this is what happened in the function topic. When he reflection on the line y equals to x, he fixed already one, you will get inverse function. So therefore, the equation of PQ will be the f inverse x. So over here, you just need to do the inverse function thing. So I will say x equals to 3y plus 1. I make y a subject. So x minus 1 over 3 equals to y. Then f inverse function will equals to x minus 1 over 3. So this is the answer for part 1. So this one basically is just a knowledge. You need to understand whenever the line reflection on the line y equals to x, you are getting f inverse. So you just do back your inverse function. Why is f inverse again? Because reflection, any line reflection on the line y equals to x, you will get back f inverse. This is something like fixed already one. So if even you have e line, or you get log curve or whatsoever, whatever line reflection on the line y equals to x, then you will get f inverse. Alright. So therefore, this is your function on the straight line PQ. Yeah, or you can say gx or whatsoever. You can use any line you like. Okay, so the next thing is, hence find the value of k. So you want to find the value of k, you just substitute the thing into here. K will equals to 13 minus 1 over 3. K equals to 12 over 3, which is 4. Alright, this kind of question is just knowledge based. So you need to know whenever reflection on the line y equals to x, you will get f inverse. F inverse reflect, you will get fx. Alright. And then this question as well. Alright, so in this question over here, you have the diagram 10 actually show the round bottom flags of the radius of 12. The water pour into the flags such that the height of the water level from its base is h. So obviously you can see the h. And increase at the rate of 0.2. Okay. Show that the surface area is given. So you want to get the surface area is this one. Yeah, this question actually quite similar to one of the questions we discussed before. Yeah, this one I guess is the Pahang paper 2. Alright, so basically they want to know the surface area because this is you view from the side. So from the side you actually see the water level. But the water level, if I move the side like this, you actually see a circle. So yeah, it's very hard to imagine, but I try my best to draw a circle to give you some idea. Yeah, you actually want to know this water level. Water surface area. Okay, so you want to know. So in order to know the surface area here, I want to know what is the radius of the surface area. So if you understand this, you should know this is the radius of the circle. So that means you will have a circle here, and then this one will be your R. Okay, I hope you can see that. So right now, my main objective for this question is I want to find out what is R. If I can find the R, then I can easily use a pi r square to get my surface area. Alright, so luckily we have a radius here. We know the radius is 12. So that means if this is center point, this one will be 12. This is a radius, isn't it? So therefore, I'm going to like sort of form the triangle here. This is 12, right? So this is 12 also, right? So you should be able to see a triangle like this. Alright, this line over here will be this one. Alright, this is a center point O. This is a center point O. And this line is a radius, right? It's 12. Alright, this is what I want, which is R. So because the height here is H, so the whole thing is 12, right? So if 12 minus H, I can get here 12 minus H. Alright, so I kind of solve this triangle to make R a subject. Why I will make R a subject rather than make H a subject? Because this equation over here, you realize it don't have R. You realize the whole equation here do not have R. Do not have R actually give you a very big hint. You need to make R a subject. Alright, so I will solve the Pythagoras. So therefore, I will say 12 minus H squared plus R squared equals to 12 squared. Alright, but this is just a Pythagoras. And since I want to make R as a subject, I will say R squared equals to 144 minus this one. I'm going to expand this one over here. So it's 144 minus 24H and then plus H squared. So R squared will equals to 144 minus 144 plus 24H minus H squared. So 144 and 144 are minus. So my R squared should equals to 24H minus H squared. Right, so I'm going to leave it R squared. I do not want to square it because why? Because I know the area of surface area is pi R squared, right? Area is pi R squared. So I need R squared. So I will not square it in this case. So it's pi. My R is this one, 24H minus H squared. So I will get exactly the equation, this question 1. Do you realize A equals to pi 24H minus H squared? So this one will be the surface area. Yeah. So this question, the difficult part is because you view from one side, you doesn't see the surface area on the top here. Alright, so yeah, a lot of students ask about why is 12 minus H. Because you try to imagine the height here is 12. So you minus the H in order to get this part, right? So let's say H is 10, then you will say here is 2, right? Because 12 minus 10. Alright. Then for part B, the approximate increase in the area of the surface water if the height of the water is from 4 change to 4.05. So the question here tell you the change of H equals to 0.05. Just use the 4.05 minus the 4. And then they ask about approximate change of area. So I want to find this one. So I will form the equation here. So I want to have a dAdH. And luckily we have an equation A in terms of H, right? So what I've been doing here is I will differentiate this one. But before I differentiate this one, I just multiply my pi into here to give you some idea about differentiation later. Alright, so my dAdH here, this one will give me 24 pi. This one will give me minus 2 pi H. Alright, so I will need to substitute the H value as usual. So the height will take the OH value. So the OH value will be 4. So this is 24 pi minus 2 pi 4. So this is 8 pi, right? 24 minus 8, I got 16 pi. So therefore, I want to find a small change of A over 0.05 will equals to 16 pi. Because dAdH we just found it is 16 pi. So therefore, change of A is 16 pi multiplied 0.05. So you should get, depend you want to, I guess leave in the pi since the question doesn't say anything. Yeah, 4 over 5 pi. Alright, this is how we do the change of A. So the next part, they want to find the rate of increase of the area. This one obviously is a rate of change. So rate of change, you know, basically you need to use the change rule. Alright, so they want rate. I say whenever you say rate, write dt at the bottom. Rate of increase of area, they ask about dA dt. Okay, and then give you the H here. So I will form the equation, this is dA, this is dt. Then I will have dH and dH. So I believe I have the dH dt at the very beginning. Yeah, the question say the height of the water level increased by this one, right? So this one will be my 0.2 will be my dh dt is 0.2. And dA dh, right now the h equals to 2, so I'm going to change the 4 into 2 here. So you realize it's 4 pi, isn't it? So I got 20 pi. If I sub in the value, so it equals to 20 pi multiply 0.2. So my answer should be 4 pi. If you want to write the unit, you can just write cm squared per second. Alright, this is how to do a rate of change, small change, and how to find the equation. Alright, so yeah, I guess that's all for today's live streaming. If it decrease, it's negative sign, yeah. Decrease will be the negative side. Negative sign, yeah. Yes, so of course, I actually received a lot of difficult question, like really difficult. Some question I doubt is it in SPM syllabus. So, but I do not want to show you this kind of question because there's no point I scare you on the last minute lah. Because tomorrow is your exam. So, yeah. So this is all about this one. For Negeri Sembilan, I already discussed. Yeah, this video will upload to my YouTube channel later. If you don't understand, maybe you can ask your friend. And yeah, a lot of students ask about small change. This one basically is the formula for small change. Alright, you just need to know whenever you see approximate change, small change, the formula is change of y over change of x equals to dy dx. Alright, if you do not know what happening here, you go to check out my small change video. It's very simple. You just always substitute the value into it. Why do you need to multiply pi? Yeah, you can multiply the pi or you can leave in pi. Doesn't matter. If you prefer multiply the pi, just type in the calculator, leave in 2 decimal. If you want to find a new y value, you use another formula, which is the old y value plus the change of y. But this formula, I mean, this kind of questions haven't come out for quite some time. Yeah, it's the same idea also. Just need to find change of y. Okay, dt means related to time. Okay, what's the meaning of dt? So whenever you see rate of change of something, you see the rate of change, you know dt is always at the denominator. Dt will always at the bottom. Yeah, go check out the rate of change video, alright? I guess tomorrow you will expect you have 3 to 4 KBAT questions as usual. Every year also will have 3 to 4. Normally the more they will come out in paper 1. So far I see the KBAT question, the highest mark will be 6 mark. So even though if you can't do all the KBAT question, at least you write something lah, don't leave it blank. I guess you can still get the A. So you don't need to too worry about KBAT. But just make sure those non-KBAT questions, you don't make any carrot mistake on it. Alright, what is the value of pi? Pi will be 3.1416. Depends, sometimes the question say pi will be 3.142, then you have to use the pi. Or 22/7, it's very depend. Yeah, how about A star? Yeah, the mark for A minus and A star every year change one. You just do your best, alright? So yeah, I guess you should go to rest. Is there any question you want to ask? Yeah, if you ask about time management for MF paper 2, I will ask you to do section C first. Section C, like solution of triangle or index number or motion along a straight line. It's very easy to get a 10 mark. So section C, that 2 questions you do first, you already get 20 mark. Then you go back to the section A's, choose those questions like you close one eye already know how to do one. Just do all the questions you can do first, then only leave your final time for those like hard questions. What's the average to get A minus? I guess it's 60 to 65 to get A minus. And for A plus, I guess it's about 70. Motion along the straight line, yes. Right now, actually, they do come out in paper 1. But the paper 1, normally motion along the straight line is about few mark only. can use pencil. Pencil only used to draw the diagram. Don't use pencil. Please don't use pencil to answer the paper. Only for graph and diagram. Any drawing thing lah, then only you use pencil. Tomorrow can we live stream before paper 2? Yeah, your paper 2 start at 2 p.m. right? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe if I'm able to wake up early, maybe we have one live stream about on the middle about 11. But I can't promise about tomorrow. Yeah, because there's no point for last minute live stream, isn't it? Yeah, and I do not know what paper I should discuss already. Yeah, you just do your best tomorrow after the paper 1. Yeah, you just relax a bit and then prepare for your paper 2. So, should we do extra question if you have extra time? Always do the extra question. Yeah, I will pray for you, don't worry. MLSM paper I already did in my YouTube channel. You can check it out. MLSM, SBP, Negeri-9, Police, I think I already did. Do not use pencil. I said one last time. Alright, so of course, last but not least, I hope you guys can share my YouTube channel to your junior or whoever might find helpful. I have about 500 video in my YouTube channel. Yeah, might be able to help your junior or your friend. And of course, I hope you can score very well for tomorrow exam. And please update me once you got your result. I want to know how many of you actually got improved after watching my channel, or which part of my YouTube channel is not good enough. Then you can let me know. Then I can improve my YouTube channel as well. Yeah, I just hope the video will be there and continue help a lot of you. Yeah, please help from sex math. Yeah, a lot of you actually asked me to do STPM. Yeah, I still can't promise first because STPM I can do, but can do and can teach is two different things. Yeah, I need to revise back a lot of things for STPM. But anyway, you don't need to worry about STPM. You just make sure you do well tomorrow. Okay, don't panic. Yeah, so just do well. I guess that's all for today. For approximate value, please go to check out my video. Approximation is very easy. The small change, just apply the formula. I do have the Telegram for MM, but that one is the channel, not the group. Means you cannot comment over there one, just for notification purpose. Yeah, I also hope a lot of people want to borrow my brain, but obviously that's not possible. But anyways, yeah, just the most important thing is bring your confidence to your exam hall tomorrow, please. Because seriously, when you have confidence, you won't get panic easily, and you know you can do. Basically, you will try to do a lot of questions. You don't bring those negative thoughts like I must fail, I will fail, and end up when those questions you can do, then also you can't do. So make sure you bring your confidence to the exam hall. Since you already did your best for so many, like these 2 years, so no point you actually like panic at last minute. So yeah, trust yourself. It's very easy to get credit. If for those students who like always fail, believe me, get credit is the boundary is very, very low. So make sure you just do your very, very best. Alright, so yeah, I will see you guys around the YouTube. Alright, so take care and good night. Bye bye.